Have you ever wondered, a good pair of shoes can change your old age? When your feet are steady, each step becomes more confident and lighter. When the shoes fit, your spirit is also supported, like being given more strength every day. And today, my friend, we will explore together how to choose the most ideal pair of shoes for grandparents, parents, and ourselves in the future. A good pair of shoes not only helps you walk easily, but also keeps your feet healthy. Don't miss it. If you find this video useful, please comment and share your thoughts below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, so that I have the motivation to share more useful things. Now, let's get started. For the elderly, choosing the right shoes is not just a matter of beauty or ugliness, but also directly related to health and daily safety. If you wear the wrong shoes, elderly people can experience knee pain, back pain, long-term foot pain. Not only that, improper footwear can also easily cause falls, slips, serious fractures. These accidents can cause health to decline rapidly, greatly affecting the quality of life. But if you choose the right pair of shoes, then everything will be completely different. The feet are firmly supported. The knees, hips, and back are also better protected. Each step becomes lighter, and most of all, is the feeling of security when each step is sure and safe. So, choosing the right shoes is a priceless gift of health you can give to yourself and your loved ones. Now, we understand why choosing the right shoes is so important, but have you ever wondered, why do the feet of the elderly need such special care? In fact, as we age, the feet also have to endure many changes, from small injuries to diseases that silently develop over time. And right after this, let's learn more about common problems in the feet of the elderly, so that we will know how to protect our feet and choose the best shoes for them. The older we get, our feet change a lot. One of the most obvious changes is the collapse of the arches. When the arches are lowered, walking becomes more difficult and more painful. Not only that, older people are also susceptible to osteoporosis. When bones weaken, even a slight fall can cause serious injury. In addition, the joints of the feet are also susceptible to degeneration over time. This makes each step more difficult and painful if not properly cared for. That's why, when choosing shoes for the elderly, we don't just pay attention to beautiful designs, but more importantly, we need to choose shoes that can provide optimal support for the feet, reduce pressure on the joints, support the arches, minimize the risk of falling. A good pair of shoes will be a silent companion, helping the elderly walk more easily every day. But how to choose the right shoes to help you more easily? Right after this, I will share 5 golden criteria to choose the most suitable pair of shoes for grandparents, parents, or for yourself in the future. First, when choosing shoes for the elderly, the most important factor is the sole. The sole must be soft enough so that when walking, the feet do not hurt, do not feel tense. A pair of shoes that are too hard will easily cause foot pain and increase the risk of injury. In addition, the sole needs to be of moderate thickness to absorb force every time it lands, helps reduce pressure on the heel, on the knee joint, and the hip and back area. In addition, the anti-slip ability of the sole is extremely important. Choose shoes with natural rubber soles or soles with deep grooves to create good friction. A firm grip will help the elderly be more confident when walking, even on slippery floors or steep, wet roads. A pair of shoes with soft, thick, anti-slip soles will be a safe companion for every steady step of our grandparents and parents. The second criterion is also very important, and that is the width of the shoe. A pair of shoes should not be too tight on the toes, nor too loose. If the shoes are too tight, the toes will be pressed together, which can easily cause pain, calluses, or even deform the toe joints. If the shoes are too loose, the feet will slip inside the shoes. Each step will be unstable, increasing the risk of falling, which is very dangerous. Therefore, when choosing shoes for the elderly, pay attention to choosing shoes with a form that hugs the feet lightly, but is still comfortable enough so that the toes can move naturally inside. A little tip is that you can try to put your fingers gently into the heel after putting on the shoes. If your finger fits comfortably, not too tight, not too loose, then the shoe is the right width. The third criterion when choosing shoes for the elderly is that the shoe weight must be light. A pair of shoes that are too heavy will make each step difficult and tiring. Especially for the elderly, the musculoskeletal system has weakened over time. If you wear heavy shoes, it will put more pressure on the hip joints, the knee joints, and the spine. Over time, can easily lead to pain and even serious injury. On the contrary, a pair of light shoes will help the elderly move more flexibly, more naturally, and consume less energy. When wearing light shoes, the steps will be smooth, rhythmic, and the spirit will also become much more comfortable. So, when choosing, you should prioritize shoes that are lightweight, but still ensure firmness and good support for your feet. The fourth criterion that you should not ignore is that the shoes must be easy to put on and easy to take off. For the elderly, the finger joints, the wrist joints have begun to lose flexibility. If you have to tie the shoelaces complicatedly or use a lot of force to put them on, it will be very inconvenient and easily cause pain. Therefore, shoes with simple designs, easy to operate, are the ideal choice. You can prioritize choosing Velcro shoes or loafers. With Velcro shoes, just pull lightly, stick lightly, and you're done. As for loafers, just put your feet in. No need to bend down. No need to tie complicated laces. This will help the elderly feel more comfortable, more confident every time they go out. And most importantly, they can put on their own shoes without having to rely too much on others. And finally, choose a shoe material that is friendly to your feet. You should prioritize shoes made from soft natural leather or stretchy fabric. Why? Because soft leather and stretchy fabric will hug your feet lightly without causing friction, without creating a feeling of tightness. If the material is hard or not elastic, it is easy to cause blisters, scratches, or even ulcers on the skin of the feet. Especially in the elderly, the skin is more fragile. The ability to heal wounds is also slower. Therefore, choosing a soft, breathable shoe material will help protect your feet, keeping every step comfortable and pleasant all day long. A good pair of shoes will always pamper your feet, not hurt them. We have just learned together 5 most important criteria when choosing shoes for the elderly. By understanding these criteria, it will be much easier for you to choose the right pair of shoes. But if you are still wondering, not knowing which specific shoe model to choose, don't worry. Right now, I will suggest to you some ideal shoe models that fully meet the above criteria. First, are lightweight medical sneakers. This is a shoe line with a soft sole and breathable fabric. Wearing this pair of shoes will keep your feet comfortable and minimize the feeling of stuffiness when you have to walk for a long time. Second, you can choose soft-soled sandals with Velcro straps. With a convenient Velcro strap design, putting on and taking off becomes quicker and easier than ever, especially suitable for hot summer days or when you need to move frequently. The third ideal shoe model is soft, non-slip leather shoes. With soft leather and sturdy non-slip soles, these shoes are very suitable for daily walking or attending small parties with family and friends. And finally, indispensable are slip-on shoes with soft padding. These are lace-free shoes. Just slip them on. Extremely convenient and comfortable. The soft cushioned lining inside will pamper your feet all day long, helping older people move naturally without feeling tired. When choosing shoes for the elderly, in addition to considering the style and material, the way to try on shoes is also very important. Here are simple tips to help you choose the most comfortable and suitable pair of shoes. Tip number 1. Try on shoes in the late afternoon. Why? Because after a day of activity, feet tend to be slightly swollen. If you try on shoes at this time, you will choose a pair of shoes that best fits your actual size during the day. Tip number 2. Wear socks when trying on shoes. Use the type of socks that the elderly will actually wear. This helps ensure the width, the fit, and the feeling of walking will be exactly the same as when using them in real life. And tip number 3. Take a few walks around the store. When you actually walk, you will feel whether the shoe is pinching your heel or squeezing your toes. If it feels light, comfortable, then it's the right shoe. When buying shoes for the elderly, there are some common mistakes that many people often make, and sometimes we ourselves don't even notice. Let's listen to avoid these unfortunate mistakes. The first mistake is buying shoes that are too tight, with the thought that after a while of wearing them, the shoes will expand. This is a very dangerous concept. Tight shoes will cause friction, squeeze the toes, easily cause blisters, dermatitis, and seriously affect the bones and joints of the feet. The second mistake is choosing shoes with smooth soles just because they look nice. Shoes with smooth soles are extremely slippery, especially dangerous for the elderly when walking on tiled floors, stone floors, or on wet rainy days. A slip and fall can lead to serious consequences, broken bones, or permanent damage. And the third mistake is to prioritize appearance while neglecting safety and health. A pair of beautiful shoes, but one that doesn't support the foot well or doesn't grip the ground, is not the ideal choice for the elderly. Always remember, when choosing shoes for grandparents, parents, safety and comfort must always come first. Dear friend, a pair of standard shoes can change the whole journey of old age. With just one right choice, you have given your loved ones safety and complete steps every day. If you find today's sharing useful, don't hesitate. Like this video, leave a comment sharing your feelings, and remember, subscribe to the channel now so I have more motivation to send you many more valuable videos. Let's take care of the health of the people we love the most. Hello, and see you in the next videos.